Thank you all for tuning in and joining us today as we continue our annual SGA Elections Week. We are honored to introduce this year's candidates for Executive President and Vice President of the Student Government Association. Our first candidate is Becca Jones, who is running for Executive President. Becca Jones is a junior business, finance, and marketing double major from San Antonio, Texas. In SGA, Becca has been involved as freshman class president, a sophomore class senator, and currently holds the position of chief of staff on the SGA executive team. At ACU, Becca has been involved in International Justice Mission as the VP of Communications. She played the violin in the Abilene Civic Orchestra and is a Griggs Center Fellow Scholar.
When I first stepped foot on ACU's campus, I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't sold right away. I had already decided at that point that I was going to follow in my dad's footsteps and go to Baylor University. After spending several weekends here and meeting the people, finding community, and getting familiar with campus, I fell in love with the way that ACU makes you feel like you're somebody. That everybody knows everybody feel offers a sense of community and brings about long-lasting friendships. When somebody asks why you chose to go to ACU, what do you say? For some of you, it may have been a particular degree program because of the beautiful campus, or maybe everyone in your family has always gone here and it was just always part of your plan. No matter your answer, the reason you chose to come likely is not the reason you chose to stay. You can always find another school for your degree or a fun campus life or extracurricular opportunities. What makes ACU unique is the particular type of people it attracts. Why would anyone want to follow a freshman year curfew, get their required chapel credits, wear the same outfit every day to get into a sorority or fraternity that isn't even nationally ranked? And sing-song is just a whole nother topic. These things are all worth it, and even treasured, because ACU students value our own unique traditions, and we want to pursue genuine relationships with our professors and peers. Most importantly, we all crave a Christ-centered community. So what does this mean from the perspective of student government? The way that I see it, it is SGA's responsibility to do everything in their power to preserve these values, listen to the student body, and advocate on their behalf. And above all else, continue working to make ACU the best that it can be. A place that you as a senior in high school would choose all over again if you had the chance. So how does student government do that? A team of 8 executive officers, a fully seated SGA Senate, and solid faculty relationships has a whole lot of potential. If all of these resources are maximized, student government has the capability to be a lot bigger than you and I, or a one-year administration. It can actually make a lasting difference in ACU community. In real politics, conflicting parties, polarizing views, and uncompromisable policy ideas are always present. This often leads to inefficient work because by the time one political party makes a real change, the other party might march in and completely reverse any progress. There are many different goals at play, and because of that, real change rarely occurs. As SGA leaders, on the other hand, we all have one goal. We want the best for this school, and we will do everything in our power to make that happen. One thing I've noticed, however, is that with every new administration comes new priorities, meaning that sometimes the good work in the past can easily be lost. Though SGA has accomplished a lot of things over the past years, it has not always been sustained due to that student turnover. So that leaves the question of how do we take positive changes and make them ingrained into our processes and ACU culture. That's why I'm running. I want to create a system for sustainable change and ensure ideas implemented by former administrations are carried through onto the next. I'm not here to promise big, glamorous, or dramatic changes that I can't actually deliver, but I am here to promise efficiency, sustainability, and a solid foundation to grow. Boone and I's focus points for this year are be successful, be heard, and be somebody. All of these are framed around what students value in a college education, and more particularly, their ACU experience. SGA fosters success in terms of governing student organizations. As Chief of Staff this past year, I interacted with organization leaders on the daily in regards to finances. SGA currently funds organizations, but we want to go above and beyond that to equip them to be able to tackle other challenges and meet their goals. With the 2021 executive team, we began working on a student organization handbook with information ranging from event planning, financial management, point of context, and legacy planning to offer to organizations. I want to be able to finish this handbook and incorporate it into the SGA website so it is easily accessible to all students. As a voice for the student body, the second priority that Boone and I plan to focus on is ensuring student opinions are heard and acted upon. To do this, among many other things, we will be incorporating a forum for students to voice their opinions and work with different departments to ensure we are fostering different viewpoints and doing everything that we can to represent a very diverse student body racially, culturally, and economically. Finally, relating back to what got me hooked on ACU, and likely a lot of you too, is the fact that it makes you feel like you're somebody. This feeling is created through campus events, involvement, and community. We will continue previous administration's traditions of having Join Week, Litmus, freshman dances, sports watch parties, and much other fun things. But a new thing we want to incorporate is Olympic Games Week. Around the same time as the Winter Olympics, we want to collaborate with intramurals and have an Olympic Games for teams to sign up and compete in with the chance to win the ACU Olympics. I've only briefly touched on the exciting ideas that Boone and I have and would love for the opportunity to be able to accomplish this year. But if you're interested, you can read more about our ideas and previous administration's changes that we hope to sustain on our website, which is linked in the bio of our SGA Instagram, becca.boone.sga. In my 3 years spent in student government, I have been watching what works and what doesn't. I've seen what has improved campus and what really didn't make a difference. I want to use this prior experience by creating a sustainable system for long-lasting change and paving a path for a legacy of individuals after me to do the same. Thank you, and scratch 'em cats.
Our second candidate is Boone Denton, who is running for Executive Vice President. Boone Denton is a junior accounting and finance double major from Temple, Texas. Boone is a part of SGA as a junior class president, while also being a member of the steering committee, a student director, and treasurer for his fraternity. Outside of campus, Boone is involved in World's Backyard as a volunteer.
Students of Abilene Christian University, hi, my name is Boone Denton, and I am running for the position of Vice President for the Student Government Association with Becca Jones as my president. ACU has been a home for my family for generations, and since I was young, I knew where I was going even if I didn't want to admit it. For me, ACU isn't just a school in West Texas, but rather a place I knew I could connect with my faith, peers, and professors. It was a place I knew I could make home. I desired a community when I embarked on my college journey, and that is exactly what I found. Here at this dear Christian college, I found an opportunity to be involved and make an impact. I found a place I could help people, where I could be someone, and where I could be successful. I found a place I could call home. I am running to help foster a place for people to find all the things that I did. I want to be able to help make ACU feel like a family for all the students currently attending and all the students who will attend. Before SGA, I began developing my leadership skills by becoming involved in World's Backyard, running for treasurer for Galaxy, and being a servant on the Wildcat Week steering committee. I gave to the community of Abilene by sharing the grace and hope God gives us through World's Backyard. I was a servant leader for Galaxy and volunteered to help do anything that they needed. I got involved in Wildcat Week to make ACU feel like home for new students and help present ACU as the amazing blessing I know it to be. In addition, these last 2 years, I ran for class positions for SGA to learn how the organization worked and learn how I can be the best candidate and vice president possible. As VP, I promise to give 110% of my energy and time to the students I will be serving. I will run the Senate effectively and efficiently. I will be a helper to every senator and be a person who can help people come up with ideas to foster change on campus. Lastly, I will be serious, but at the same time, remember that I was given the opportunity to serve and to be approachable and fun at all times. Becca and I will change ACU, and we are excited to introduce all of you to our platform. Be successful, be heard, and be somebody. We want all leaders to be successful. We plan on finishing the Student Organization Handbook and presenting it in an organized, readable fashion. We will help organization leaders plan and lead, and we will give them attainable ways to be more sustainable and better equipped to raise money and run their organization. We will also show them ways to improve their organization and be the best they can possibly be. We also want to inspire sustainability. We are called to be good stewards of the earth we were given by God. We want to encourage sustainability by having TerraCycle cans placed around campus, acquiring more recycling locations on campus, and showing students how we can be green. Furthermore, we will continue to do the tradition of Green Week and educate students on practical ways to be sustainable. Another big focus of ours is health. When we say health, we mean all aspects of it, and the importance of mental, physical, and spiritual health, and how all three play a huge role in your overall health. To introduce this idea, we are planning on doing a health week in both the fall and spring semesters. Becca and I are also committed to giving all students a voice on campus. We are wanting to host a forum for students to ask questions, pose changes they would like to see on campus, and just overall connect with senators and the executive cabinet of SGA. We would also like to have a Google form where students can submit ideas throughout the year. Diversity is also a huge aspect of ACU's community, and we want to work directly with OMA, ISA, Hispanos Unidos, CSSA, BSU, and any other organization to teach them the differing cultures at ACU. For example, specifically, we want to work with OMA during Black History Month to have more celebrations and events around campus. ACU is an incredible place, and we want to foster the differing opinions of every student. As it says in Proverbs 27:17, as iron sharpens iron, so does one man sharpen another. We want to give every student the opportunity to talk and share what matters to them. During our Be Somebody portion of the campaign, we want to get involved via watch parties, Christmas celebrations, and we want to team up with the intramural department to host an Olympics week during the 2022 Winter Olympic Games. Being plugged in and involved on campus is also a big part of ACU and why we want people to have a chance to join organizations. We will host the traditional Join Week for students to get plugged in. We also have a few secret ideas we are currently working on. Community is a huge aspect of ACU, and we will foster community and let students be a part of something bigger than themselves. I say all of this to say, Becca and I will be a voice for you. We will give you an opportunity to get involved, be heard, and be successful. We are here for you. We have been sharpening our skills over the course of our college career so that we can build a legacy for each and every one of you to be proud of. Thank you, God bless, and scratch 'em.
Thank you all for tuning in and joining us. Make sure you vote this coming Thursday at 11:30 at the link acu.edu/vote.